So you want to travel, but you're broke as fuck. Well, don't bother watching the travel channel, because they're just going to tell you to spend all kinds of money and shit. So I wanted to kind of do a video venting about travel, tourism, and other travel vloggers, which I'm not a full-time travel vlogger. I'm just totally vlogging this trip in the most amateurish way I can. But I'm doing the best I can here. But what I'm finding as I do research, one of the things I do for research is I watch other people's vlogs. And I'm like, okay, what are they doing? How are they spending money? How are they doing this? That and the other. And what I'm finding is there's a lot of motherfuckers, it's all about food. So, like, I shit you not, I was trying to watch something about New Orleans to find out some things to do. Now, they did sprinkle in a few, and it was supposed to be a budget. It was on the Travel Channel. It was a budget trip to New Orleans. There was there was a painting place or a gallery that they didn't go in because it was too expensive. They're trying to be under $7. I'm still at the mission. They're getting ready for all kinds of shit here. But, it was all about food. Every restaurant, and from what I could tell, there's more. I mean, you can eat at home. You can cook probably better than half the restaurants. All right, maybe not everybody can cook, but I think I can make decent food enough to not pay $50 every time I go into a fucking restaurant. I've done a couple restaurants out here, and I'd say that's the biggest expense. Like, I'd say I've spent, of the $400 I've spent on this trip so far, easily almost 100 of it was probably the restaurant. Well, it's about 100, like 90 something of it was eating in restaurants. It was only like 2 meals. Imagine if I ate in a restaurant 3 times a day, every fucking day. There's just no way. You can't do it. Not on a budget. If you're a baller, then yeah, 3 meals a day every day. Thankfully, I'm keto and I'm faster, and I don't have to eat every day, but it is what it is. The other thing, if it isn't about food, it's about alcohol. It's all about going out, getting shit-faced, and eating. And I'm like, these are things I can do at home. I don't have to leave home to do those. But stuff like, like that, the mission, or the Japanese garden, or any of the other wonderful things that I've enjoyed on this trip, I've enjoyed immensely more than sitting in restaurants or going to bars. I can sit in restaurants and go to bars at home. I don't know why everyone thinks food is different everywhere. Yes, you're going to find a good restaurant here and there that has some shit you can't get at home. I understand that. But there's good restaurants at homes, too, in your hometown. You don't need to travel 2,000 miles to experience that. So when I see other travel vloggers, and that's all they want to show me is restaurants and bars, I'm like, meh. Show me the off-the-beaten-path stuff. Show me the different things to explore and enjoy. And I don't want to have to spend thousands of dollars to enjoy them. And that's one of the things I'm trying to do with the rest of this trip, is to not eat out in restaurants anymore. Even in New Orleans, I'm going to probably not eat in a restaurant. That's like a sin, isn't it? To go to New Orleans and not have a cheat day? I don't know. I'll probably have a cheat day. Maybe I'll do one restaurant. But I'm turned off by the amount of money I spent in those 2 restaurants I could have done a whole lot of other excursions, a whole lot of museums, a whole lot of, state parks and that kind of stuff that I just won't be able to do now because I had to eat me a fucking ribeye in a restaurant when I could have probably went to the supermarket and bought one ribeye for half the price or even a quarter of the price and cooked it myself and ate it. Live and learn. So that's the one thing I screwed up on this trip with, is I spent too much in restaurants. Definitely. So I'm fasting today, and I'll probably fast tomorrow as well to make up for the money I spent doing that. People are staring at me while I'm sitting here talking to my camera. It's not odd at all. They couldn't figure out I was filming myself either earlier. Somebody walked by. It was fun. So some things I'm going to try and do going forward is look for more stuff like this that is a memory and experience, something I can film. It didn't cost a lot of money. And then the only expense I should have is food from supermarkets and gas money for when I'm driving. Trying to find a place to vlog was interesting. At least here I get breaks in between motherfuckers. Some people tend to linger here. I'm like, who wants, people are taking selfies in front of that. Like, there's a beautiful thick church over there. You take a selfie in front of the barn doors that were installed later with modern padlocks on them. So that's all I wanted to kind of rant about on that front, is I do regret the extra I spent on the restaurants. And I'm going to try not to do that shit anymore when I'm traveling. There was a socialness. I don't regret it necessarily because, I was out to dinner with friends. But if you're solo traveling, there's really no need to hit a restaurant. Really isn't. Food is food. And you may think it's exotic because you're eating it in another town, telling you they're cooking it the same fucking way that they cook it in your city, That being said, there probably are gems of restaurants that are like in certain areas you're traveling to, but one thing is no matter where you go, there's a good restaurant somewhere if restaurants are your thing. It's not the end-all be-all of travel, which is something I wish travel vloggers would focus less on, and more on the experiences that you can have, and particularly for budget travel. So there's that. But even the budget travels are all about the food and shit. Don't mind me just vlogging. It was an interesting sideways glance. It's like, why are you holding that big monstrous camera? See, this is why I'm trying to find like shit like the GoPro and the Osmo Pockets, because people stare at you less than when you got a big fucking dead animal on the top of your fucking camera. But if you want me to make more videos, please like and subscribe for more shit, and I'll make more shit. If you like this video, you found it enlightening, which I don't imagine you did, but still, and you want me to make more videos, you can fund videos by heading to ScottTheTruckDriver.com and leaving a tip in the virtual tip jar. For every $20, I will make a video up to 4 videos a week. Cutoffs are on Sunday. Anything more than that is a tip. Also, follow me on DLive. I am doing separate IRL streams here and there throughout this trip that probably will no longer go to YouTube, simply because I'm having issues streaming and creating video content at the same time. So I've chosen to separate my streams from my YouTube videos, so I won't be chatting with people in some of the videos, although I am tempted for some of the footage to put it in here. But yeah, this has been a fun trip so far and shit. Let me go finish my tour of the San Jose Mission. I think it's the San Jose Mission. I don't know where I am, really. Hey, look. Yeah, this is Mission San Jose. So I hope you enjoyed that video. which will be before this video. It's like I'm psychic and shit. At least they tried not to stare that time.